Hello, welcome back. Today we're gonna do a parkour follow along. So we're gonna just review some awesome drills, like basic fundamental movements, and we're gonna go through them together, provide a few options for alternatives if that's appropriate, and then just get some good movement in. To start, however, we're gonna need a balance trainer or something to stand on. If you don't have any of those things, including a broom handle, just single foot balance is absolutely an option as well. So for a warm up today, we're gonna do some lateral balance. I'm just gonna stand on one foot, and instead of trying to touch the ground with my toe to catch myself, I'm gonna try and touch the bar. I'm using all three limbs in order to keep myself upright. I believe my head is chopped off. Shall I back up? We're good?
I don't think your head's chopped off.
Okay, awesome. Do you wanna grab a bar?
I think you're all good.
Charlie says we're all good. Come say hi in chat.
Hello.
Doing some single leg balance in order to get our ankles warmed up. Again, that challenge right now is simply to just touch the bar in front of you or behind you in order to catch your balance instead of the ground.
Also, look at how much space we have.
I know, it's so open. Crazy. Somebody said hi, but I can't read from this far away. I'm gonna cheat. Keep balancing.
I'm calling Joel.
It's a rooster.
That's a rooster.
Okay, Joel, get it. Single leg balance, you got it. I'm gonna switch sides now.
I bet the thunderstorm looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I bet storms look really great from where you are. No personal information beyond that. Where's Kelsey? She would have appreciated that. Okay, so we're doing points of contact, getting that ankle warmed up. This is lateral balance. So we're using all the little corrective muscles that we're used to using when we stand on one leg or when we even walk. This is obviously a more difficult challenge because the bar is a lot less area of
contact.
There you go. Area of contact on the ground. Woohoo. Okay, let's switch. We're gonna switch to forward facing balance. So ball of foot on that bar. We are trying to hone into our landing position with our back straight, butt back, knees back. Knees are bent, but not all the way to a 90. We're trying to keep our heels elevated so that they're parallel to the bar. So as if you were on flat ground, pretending that the bar continued. And you're gonna try and find your home base. And the better you get at this, the more calm you can be in this position and the less you need to do crazy matrix moves or skiing or all these other metaphors that I can come up with. Ooh.
Although we are gonna have fun with some balance postures and moves on Sunday. So yeah.
Okay, go back to lateral balance. This time, if you want an extra challenge, we're zipping 2 feet together. Still lateral, but now you have to use opposition between your ankles in order to, I can't talk and do that. Wow, that's hard. I'm gonna look at you and talk for a second. You're using opposition like you're opening a jam jar, but with your ankles in order to stay upright. And a disconnection, even of your heel, would be a fall. So that's the goal. Of course, we're all gonna fall, that's okay. I like to keep slight bend in my knee. I like to think about putting the majority of my primary weight in my back foot. Makes sense for my body. Woohoo! I'm using my arms as a counterbalance, and that's great. Switch sides. So switch that back foot. Back and front foot are changed now. Lateral balance, 2 foot contact. We're gonna have cool rain sounds in this one. I literally
maybe. I don't know if the noise on our microphones can pick that up.
Oh.
Or the gain on our microphones, I should say.
Oh, what did he ask? He asked a thing, or he said a thing.
You're good. Always beautiful in the sky.
Awesome. So I was dumb, and I planted little seedlings already because I was dumb. And so we had to bring in the little seedlings today, and because of the snow we're apparently gonna get on Saturday, or Friday night, Saturday. And I literally, it was like normal evening, grab them, bring them in, close the door, lock up the back.
Whoa.
Big flash.
Bam.
It was the most crazy lightning strike. Okay, we're gonna stop that, go back to forward facing one more time. This time, if you want an extra challenge, we're gonna just add some balance squats. Tapping that bar, standing yourself up. Otherwise, you can find your beautiful home base of your landing position and try and make it as calm as possible. Whoa. Oh, my back is sore from class the other day. Whoa.
Whee.
Awesome. Last tries. And relax, shake that out. Awesome. So we're gonna take a break from balance. Put your trainers to the side if you need the extra space on the ground. Next up, we're gonna review some ground movements. So contralateral motion, moving in opposites. We're gonna do quadrupedal motion, four-limbed motion along the ground, forward. QM for short, forward. Back is a table, hands and feet are nice and flat. And then we're moving in opposites, opposite hand, opposite foot, and switch.
Is this the end of the frame?
I think so. We'll stand up, we'll turn around.
Let's find out.
And we'll go back again the other way. If you have less of a length of span in your house, do circles. So Joel, in your living room, do circles more than, well, your living room is actually pretty darn long. So, and you don't have to worry about staying on frame. So you can do really long laps too.
Joel says humbly, that wasn't lightning. That was me stepping outside, my radiance and majesty illuminating
Oh my
the day.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to do another 2 forward and back, or forward, 2 forward. Forward QM. Forward QM. Keep your back parallel to the ground. Hips low, not too much rocking. We're stalking jungle cat. Awesome. Going back to the bar trainers. Taking a break from that forward quadrupedal motion. Getting yourself set. We're gonna do forward lateral balance. Excuse me, that's 2 things. Lateral balance. You can do single foot, catch breath, double foot. You can go crazy and try and take away your counterbalances and make this all about your ankles. I don't think I have much of that today. You try. Woo. I'm a core wiggler. I'm a wiggling in my core.
That's how you balance.
Yeah, but someday I'll just be able to stand like this for 20 hours, not move, ever.
I don't know if I could just stand for 20 hours.
That would be, I mean, surgeons do that, I guess. Maybe not 20 hours. You'd have to ask your sister. Okay, so, whoa, focus. Switch feet. Switch your back foot if you're doing your 2-leg connections, or if you're doing single leg, switch feet. This side, well, it was calm. But it's like amazing that just this is like, I'm so calm. And then it goes away. Okay, put your bar away. Backward quadrupedal motion. Pushing with your shoulders for this one. I know, we're rapid fire. We're doing the technique. For this one, making sure that as you press with your shoulders, you don't let your feet get too far away from you so that you are reaching long. Nice, small, even motions. No excessive hip swivels. Backward quadrupedal motion. I'm gonna get up and turn around and do it again. Keep those hips low. Doing your best to move 2x2s and opposites. Woo. One more. Okay, take it away, Charles. What's next?
Okay, so we're gonna consider this lane our forward lane.
Okay.
We're gonna consider this lane our backward lane.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing some hip rolls in between.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna start off on my forward lane, and I'm gonna be going halfway down, and then since my backward lane is over that way, I'm going to twist. I'm gonna hip roll. I'm gonna get myself up, and I go backward.
Fun.
And I'm at the end, so I'm gonna hip roll. And this time I'm gonna go all the way down. We're gonna make a little figure 8. All the way at the end, hip roll. Midway, hip roll.
Oh, I see.
Aha.
Midway.
And that's when we're gonna take all the way back. Ooh.
Whew, my arms are bleeding already. Okay.
And I'm feeling warm. So in our fashion for today, just thinking about tech check-ins and our drills, we're just gonna isolate those hip rolls that we played around a little bit with moving around.
Cool.
We're gonna think about moving side to side. Nicole's here, so I'm gonna make sure that we're staggered. I'm gonna start myself off. Whatever direction you're dropping to, you're gonna reach that leg back as we drop it on down. At the same time, you're gonna think about reaching that arm out to the side as we rotate. We're gonna think about getting that leg all the way out and through so we can lift ourselves up. And we'll drop it on back, switching sides. We'll just keep moving this way. Ooh.
Am I too close to you?
No, you're fine.
There's a song for that.
Don't stand.
Joel's singing right now.
And while we're here, we're really thinking about how we can smooth this out. So as we start to get better and better, really thinking about dropping into it, twisting, so we can create that momentum, follow through with it. And then the other thing is nice, thinking about that foot as you travel on through with it, you should be able to place it exactly where you want it to go. Get yourself back up to a standing position. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do one more back. And you're gonna shake those legs out. Moving along with our true side-to-side fashion that we just created, let's go ahead and transition into some side monkeys.
Yeah.
So we're really gonna take this slow to start off with. We'll speed it up as we go along. I'm gonna get a stance just a little bit wider than hip width apart. I'm gonna drop myself down. I'm really gonna think about reaching with those two arms, but even though they're reaching up at the same time, I'm gonna think about that first arm landing on down this way, reaching out to the side. I wanna get my hips up nice and high as I shuffle. And I get myself up to a standing position, reaching on out, building those good habits. Reaching, hips go high, shuffle, stand ourselves on up, going back, reaching, placing, shuffling, and even our feet follow that same pattern. Step, 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 step. We go with our hand, foot, foot. Same idea. Keep that leg up just a little bit. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit.
I feel like this is reminding me of an 80s workout video. Like the background help over here.
Oh yeah.
Where's my 80s outfit? My exercise Barbie Halloween costume.
And you can go ahead and shake that out.
Yep.
We're gonna put those two things together. So as we're here, we're gonna side monkey out. We're gonna hip roll back.
I was absolutely correct about singing. I knew it.
Of course.
Okay, what are we doing? Say it again, I'm not a listener.
Side monkey out.
Yep.
Hip roll back.
Woo.
We get ourselves going over again. We're just gonna slow it down. Think about that step, but then we transition, hip roll back. Very good, let's do it again. Side monkey out, hip roll back. Let's do that one more time. Side monkey out, hip roll back. And then we'll take a little shuffle. So now we're gonna go the opposite direction.
Oh, I don't need to shuffle.
Oh, it's all good.
I'll go this way.
So we side monkey out, hip roll back.
Oh, hip roll this way.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
My hip roll does not cover as much distance as my side monkey, so I always reset.
Oh, I did a hip roll the wrong way. She's a maniac. She's
You're
making
gonna
it
get
up.
fired out of this workout video.
Yeah, ejected.
You had one job to do.
I had one job.
I'm gonna do one more.
Okay. I have to redeem myself. There we go.
Very good. It's a little bit of ground movement. As we move on down the line.
So next,
Yes.
going back to bar trainers, I also have this trainer, which is fun. Can simulate a ledge. So these don't have to necessarily be balance challenge oriented, but you could use a bar. We're gonna talk about precisions. So when we were practicing that landing position, balance hold, where we were bending through our hip and our knee, keeping our back straight, knees back. We want to try and get into this position like an eagle landing on a branch. We're going to do 2-foot jump, 2-foot landing, but they're going to be itty bitty. So very close to that trainer. I'm barely doing a foot length away. We're going to jump up, come down, and we're trying to sink into that landing position with no balance aid, ideally.
Tech check.
Tech check. So if you're having to do crazy undulations, just step off, redo. Reset, but we're jumping up to come down. Oh, I was too far behind myself, so I just stepped back instead of trying to save it. Little micro precisions
Ooh.
is what we're calling them, / what we call them. And making sure that we're not lifting our heels too much. Michael Jackson, stilettos, we want to keep that heel parallel to the item as if the ground were there. Nice light taps, no heavy thunks. Try and absorb. You're not the teenage driver learning how to brake at a red light. You are an experienced 45-year-old driver. You're amazing at braking at red lights.
Look at that technique.
Good job.
Look at your technique.
This is a snarky class apparently. Okay. What do you say? Nope, nothing new. Jump up to come down. Woohoo. And let's do one more good one. Awesome. And those can go away when you are done. Carly is going to take it away.
All right. Are we bringing out chairs? Is that what we're doing?
Next is, yeah.
Oh yeah, so if you've got access to some lovely, wonderful chairs, we're gonna be doing some vaults today. Again, today's our little tech check-in day. We're gonna be doing some various things here.
So we're gonna set up 2 chairs.
We're gonna start ourselves off. Actually, we can do a cool little mirror image. Why not?
A mirror image.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say it all backward?
No,
I'm confused.
we're gonna mirror image each other. We're gonna do some foot high fives because we're doing hip rolls.
I'm confused. We'll find out what he means.
So we did hip rolls on the floor.
Yep.
We're gonna do hip rolls on a chair.
I see, and then I'm here doing the opposite.
Yeah, the mirror image.
I got you.
So when we're stepping out towards an object that we're hip rolling on, whatever direction we want our feet to be, we have to turn the opposite direction first. So if our feet are gonna end up out over that way, we have to take a step forward with that same side leg and then turn the opposite direction. So I'm gonna turn into and away from that chair as I turn myself around. Once I get that full 180, I'm gonna sit myself down. Feel free to use the backrest, that's perfectly okay. We take that lead leg that's on the inside, travels on over, and we
I
step
see what
ourselves
you
away.
meant by foot high five now.
A foot high five.
Got you.
Yeah, let's go so we don't get super dizzy. We're gonna walk around our chair and get ourselves back in. Again, these are tech check-ins. We're gonna go nice and slow as we continue. Then we can start to speed things up as we get better and better and better. Really trying to build those wonderful motor patterns, those good habits as we transition on through. And we're trying to get ourselves nice and smooth with these transitions.
Keep in mind
as we exit.
that when you exit, you should be sideways. This unilateral pattern. And then I do a reverse spin to not be so dizzy. I do a little switcheroo.
Oh yeah, super special. Here we go. One more. Wow. And then we're gonna switch sides. I go on this side.
The chair.
Yes.
Y'all have to switch the direction. We get to switch chairs.
Again, we're gonna take a step. We're gonna consider this our middle line. I'm gonna take a step with that middle line leg toward that object. I rotate and twist the opposite way. Sit down on that chair, turn it, foot by foot. We step ourselves up. Whee. I think when I was a kid, I must have spent a lot of time just spinning around in circles. So I do not.
You don't get dizzy?
No, I don't get dizzy.
I feel like I used to like it. I think Texas driving straight forever ruined me. I don't recall getting seasick or motion sickness in California. Now, post-Texas, all the time.
It's all Texas's
It's all
fault.
their fault. Because then I went from that to college. And like, you don't do anything other than stay on campus in college. So
Yeah.
ruined for life.
Whee. And we'll do one more.
Whee! I kerplopped a little bit.
Very good.
Less graceful.
We'll take these chairs. We'll put them a little closer together. We can transition or some step vaults.
Cool.
I do not remember. Is this a me lead or you lead?
I can do it. So with your chairs, make sure that they're not going to risk sliding out. We've got rubber to rubber. If you have a yoga mat, that's a really good option to keep them from pressing out and away from you, because that would be not what we want. Alternatively, you could put one of them against a wall and then be careful with that one. The one that your hand is going on is less likely to push out. So the one that your foot is going on is more likely to push out. Just saying that out loud. Cool.
Joel
Step
says he
vault.
has a question, but it won't send. Send it through Discord.
It won't send?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like chat is broken? Charlie's gonna click some buttons. I'm gonna grab my water bottle fast. Water break. Then we discuss step vaults on chairs. Okay, he's gonna look up that question. So for the step vaults on chairs, contralateral motion, we do it when we walk, moving in opposites. We did it when we crawled with our QM forward and backward. So now we're gonna do it as a vault. So we're gonna take one hand opposite foot, one hand goes down on that chair, one foot, knee up to the sky. We're gonna pretend that there's an impenetrable force. However, if you want to not pretend, that's also fine. So in theory, we're pretending there's a laser and we wanna lift our foot up in between our hand and foot to thread it through 3 points of contact. And then we step away and continue our gait. I feel like this might be too close. Will you check that my head is good? I think so. Let's do that exact same side again. So for me, it's the left hand, right foot. And I'm doing 3 points of contact, lift over the imaginary laser and striding away. Nice and slow. Last time that side.
Interesting. So Joel says, when I do a hip roll on hard floor, my inside rising foot's pinky side really digs into the floor. Okay, so hold on. Your inside rising foot's pinky side.
Because you're barefoot? Are you barefoot?
But it says rising. Oh, would the rising leg be the upright knee leg? Or if he's saying the inside leg, is that the one that's down on the floor?
I would say that you're just not used to pushing on your pinkies without a shoe on.
Oh, if I'm rolling to the left, my right foot gets outside foot grind.
The outside foot? Okay, let's mime this. If I'm rolling to the left, which foot does he say is the problem?
So if he's rolling to the left, it would be his right foot.
So
And he has shoes
moment,
on. Interesting.
Are your shoes too tight, bud? So at this moment,
Huh.
I assume.
Yeah.
Are you tucking your foot too close to your butt? Keep it out behind you.
Foot grind.
Foot grind. What is a foot grind, Joel?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad technique.
No. So at this moment here, when you're rolling over the blade of your foot, put more weight in your hands.
Or maybe your shoes are too tight.
Or your shoes are too tight. And press through your knee more.
Maybe you got to free that pinky toe.
Free the pinky. Okay, going back to slow step vault, switching sides. Hand, this time for me it's right, left. I'm stepping over. The goal here is to lift your hips up and behind you so that you have room to tuck that foot in between your hand and your foot in this triangle. Dangle leg clears the amazing auga.
Auga.
The laser. And then you get out of the way. We're going slow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's ahead of the game. We're lifting. And
It's Joel's fault. He was distracting
we're
me.
lifting and using our core to lift our hips and pull that dangle leg up over the invisible line. This is our last one now. Yeah, Joel was the distractor.
He's the class clown, even when we're
Always.
not physically
Okay,
in
going
class.
back to our left hand now, we can tuck that leg up just a bit. We don't really have to jump because this is already low, so we're getting low ourselves. We're gonna do a little bitty hop, trying to get that dangle leg up into our beautiful step support triangle position. Chapow! Then points of contact as we step through. We're gonna do 2 on each side. Chapow! Sound effects, always good. Caw. I'm switching sides now. Oh, I should go this way. Switch the dizziness. Whoa.
I'm gonna take it with me.
He's gonna take the chair with him. This step vault can also be done backward. So we're gonna go nice and slow. I'm gonna do, let's do clockwise rotation first. So clockwise rotation in our space, that for me is my left hand going through, and for you too, going through to the chair. We're gonna create rotation like it's a hip roll, but instead of putting our hips down anywhere, we're gonna take that opposite foot, guide it. I need to spot where it's going. I'm gonna watch and make sure that foot goes where I want it to go. This is my 3 points of contact, and I'm pulling that dangle leg up, avoiding the awuga, getting out of the way. And for our true tech check, making sure that we continue our rotation enough. For us, it's a little odd because we start to get too close to y'all, but taking steps to continue your stride out and away. So I'm creating rotation, points of contact, awuga, step, step. Now I'm done. Awuga is a technical term now. Let's do one more. And then we're gonna switch directions, taking it nice and slow, counterclockwise rotation, right hand, left foot, avoid that invisible barrier, striding away. Last one. Cool. Next up, we can add a little hop, but again, we can miss with our foot. So we want to spot that foot, make sure it's going where we want it to go. I'm going to switch back to clockwise motion. So left hand, right foot. As I create that rotation, I'm going to look down, hips up, nice little hop, out I go. Hips up and behind. And the beautiful thing about these chairs is that you don't really have to worry about this invisible, I can't say the word laser ever, invisible laser. And if your foot drags a bit, it's totally okay while we're learning. We're practicing.
You mean they
one
don't
more.
have to do it perfect the first time they try it?
Always.
That's not parkour.
It's totally parkour. If it were parkour, we'd be doing this.
Parkour is only doing stuff you're instantly good at.
Okay. Counterclockwise, right hand, left foot. We can add that hop and avoid. We're gonna do this 3 times. Chapow, chapow, chapow. Gotta like add in some extra calf turns there.
Spins equals parkour.
Spins equals Nicole throws up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. Those chairs are gonna go away. We're moving on back to some ground movement for a bit. We gotta do bilateral motion now. We're gonna do monkey jumps. Hands, feet, flat palms, hips go up. Your feet don't have to get that close to your hands. If they do, cool, great. But what we want, ideally, is our arms to be outside of our legs and our legs to be parallel, not V's. No ballet. If we need to leapfrog because we are less mobile, that's an option. We could do that. But I'm gonna reach down, grab that ground, lift my legs up, put them down. Monkey jump. Pew. Monkey jump, monkey jump. Hands, feet, hands, feet. I'm gonna turn around and do it again.
Bill says, you think my debonair clown ways can be stymied by a mere pandemic?
Never. You wanna do
I
a
would
monkey jump
expect
before I move on real
nothing
quick?
less.
Monkey jump, monkey jump, monkey jump.
Lifting those hips up, pulling those feet in. We can do this backwards as well. So as I press through my shoulders and jump my feet back, they should not go very far because that will require a huge press with our shoulders and that's just ridiculous. So hands, feet, push. Hands, feet, push. Whee! Do that twice. Lovely. Sniffle. Going from hot to cold. What is that noise? Car.
Cars.
Ground movement bilateral. We could do some work. We're just gonna do some hip tests on our chair because I don't wanna encourage people to pop vault chairs.
We don't know what kind of chairs you got.
I don't know what kind of chairs you got, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably not gonna agree with it. So we're just gonna practice pressing down, jumping up our hips, and fighting gravity. So hip test, we're thinking about literally pretending to push the chair into the ground. We can do this and prep our hamstrings a little bit, so a soft bend if you would like it, but you grab this invisible ground level, and you press it down to your toes. You push it down to your toes. Push it down to your toes. Uno más. Okay, we're gonna do that here. We can bend our legs to jump. This is very low. The end, it's low.
The end.
But we're gonna jump and press. And what we want to not have happen is, especially Charlie's my motivation, I don't wanna allow my hip to open up that I could kick him. So I wanna think about reaching my toes towards that chair. Maybe, I don't wanna say that. I was gonna say a little tappy tap.
Tap, tap.
I was gonna say a tappy tap.
I think it's cool.
You think that's fine?
Yeah.
Okay, tappy taps are fine, he's decided. So if I'm thinking about reaching my toes right to that edge, like I'm gonna kiss it, not smack it, not baby stomp it, little peck, boop, and come right back down. I can prove that my hips are so high.
I think
having
my
straight
biggest
legs.
issue is that my head gets real close to the
Does
the
mine?
backrest. No.
Why does yours? Because you have a longer torso.
I mean, maybe it doesn't.
You're worried
seems
about
like
it.
it's right there.
That's really smart that you're worried about it. I wasn't. But also it could be
Who knows
that
if somebody has a
this
really
part of you
maybe
is longer than this part of me.
maybe.
Maybe. But we're gonna do, let's do 6 total. So whether or not you're just lifting or trying to tap. Woo, that was a poopy one. 6. Yeah.
Oh.
Take it away.
Want to do some cowboys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're actually gonna start these on the floor real quick.
Okay.
Put our chairs off to the side.
Yep.
We're gonna think about that side reach that we did with our side monkey, but this time instead of going and closing in that turn, we're gonna open up with it. So if I'm thinking about that line, I'm gonna think about reaching out. I'm moving this way. I'll do my best to mirror image this. I'm moving to my left. So I'm gonna think about reaching down with my left hand, reaching across with my right hand, and then following through with that trail leg out over that way. Crossing on over. And ideally, if I can get that trail leg to follow all the way around, I should end up facing the same direction that we started in. So now I've got myself over to that left side, so I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna think about reaching with my right arm, following through with that left leg, reaching all the way on over as I follow on over and through.
There's something to be said that if you're not getting the full line, that's okay. If it's an angle instead of the full 180, it still could be the same pattern, and you just don't end up in that straight line orientation. That's possible. That's a 90-degree cowboy.
And that's all good.
Woohoo!
These are essentially crappy cartwheels.
Yeah.
Cowboys, crappy
Teeny
cartwheels.
cartwheels.
Teeny cartwheels. It's the pattern that matters.
Hand, hand, foot, foot.
Aha. And so if we grab our chairs.
Woo. I have an eye hair. That makes sense. I think hair
My
just
hair is
ruined
very
my contact.
expressive today as well.
Yeah, it's because we
Check this out.
showered.
If we
How
do
dare
this
we
way,
shower?
Back to back.
Ooh, and then we won't hit each other.
Yeah, check
He
that out.
knows these things.
All right. So opposite from what we were doing with our hip rolls, where if this was our midline, because we had our chairs, switched that way, we were taking that leg from that midline and reaching on in. This time we're gonna switch that up. We're gonna take a step with that outside leg so that this one's primed and ready to go. That hand reaches for that front edge, opposite arm reaches for the back edge. We take that opposite leg, and if you want to imagine something that's in the way that we're trying to step ourselves over, great, go for it. You could even do this nice and slow. Think about getting that leg up nice and high. Thinking about something that is in between your legs. We like to say the beach ball analogy. We don't want to crush our beach ball or pop our beach ball. Then you can't have fun at the, well, maybe we can't have fun at the beach anyway. Whoa, where did that laser beam come from?
In my imagination.
Wow. Your imagination is so expressive. Maybe your imagination is just as expressive.
Illustrating a point.
Yeah. We're keeping that trail leg up nice and high. And as we get better, we can think about going just a little bit quicker. Maybe we can get those legs up just a smidge higher. And the more that you reach with that back leg, the easier it is to get yourself back upright. So I'm gonna think about reaching with this leg right here out, and it'll carry my weight with it and get me back up into a standing position.
Can we move this back and talk about finishing the motion?
Oh yeah.
With steps. So just like with the hip roll and the step vault, not with the step vault, hip roll and the backwards step vault, you gotta continue your motion forward and continue steps. So you gotta be careful because this could be a big twist in the knee, that as I put a foot down, I need to be aware of that knee. Here, I didn't quite make that full orientation, so I should stride out this way. If I get the full orientation, then I'm able to stride out in a way. Cool?
Super cool.
Super cool. Adding in those full steps. Complete the rotation.
I'm gonna do one more and then we'll switch sides.
Awesome. Inside leg to my chair, back leg leads. What's the difference between a ground cowboy vault? Oh, he answered it, or we answered it. Yep, you're welcome. For me too, with my wrists, I like to prepare the back hand. So I guess in this orientation would be the front hand, the farthest hand. I like to create rotation. Charlie's grabbing on each side. Sometimes that makes me nervous because if you're having to traverse a wide gap, this can happen and you can actually slip out. So I like to have a full flat palm, but in order to protect my wrists, I create a little bit of rotation as I grab. Yep. So then my wrist is very neutral as I push out in a way it makes me feel more in control.
I'm doing it so I can take the chair with me. And then do it
I
again.
just go forever. I love it. I want to do it. I'm gonna copy. Whee! And then just don't smash the chair. Oh goodness. Be wary of ceiling heights for that, y'all. And light fixtures.
We're not responsible.
We're not responsible for broken light fixtures.
Or broken feelings.
Aw.
Whee!
Oh yeah.
We could even put these in a series.
Oh yeah. You've got your 2 chairs.
And if
And
we
then have it switch.
have it switch.
I like it. Starting back here.
So we start back here.
Yeah.
We can do our step, step, step. So we switch.
Cool. Thanks. Those 3 steps for the win. If you happen to have a long living room like Joel.
True.
Go through the hallway, it'll be fine.
You have to get real tiny and less expressive. Cowboys. Yeah. Cool. Anything else? Artem and Katie say hi.
Yay!
Hi.
Which Katie? Hey, Artem's Katie.
Yeah.
Yay! Hi. Artem, if you're still there, you commented on Facebook and we never saw it. Oh, I'm so sad, but we saw it after.
It makes sense that your screen name is Got Jumps One.
Say it again?
His screen name is Got Jumps One.
Oh. Okay, so we're gonna move on while Charlie monitors chat. We're gonna take those chairs away again. We're gonna work on some step switches. We did an entire video of this, so I'm gonna go quickly through it if you want to revisit this with more instruction. The step vault live stream from way long ago in the beginning of all this, that's the one to go view. But we're gonna find an artifact somewhere. Here is my line and crack on the floor. I'm even gonna be able to pretend that there's an X on the floor because of my amazing imagination, and I can create a 90-degree slice. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our hand and foot down on the ground and brace in that step support that we did on the chairs, but instead it's just gonna be on the ground. So as I lift that leg up, I'm holding that nice step support, and from here, I can actually match my hand to this little button. It's a button, we'll pretend it's a button. And then I'm gonna reach this free foot back to my 90-degree marker. And as I reorient, I've changed my step support and I've step switched. I can sit down and take a break. Now this is my new orientation line. And I'm gonna imagine my perpendicular 90-degree splice. And as I lift up, I can reach points of contact and get that change going. As we load our arm, we don't want a long lever away from our wrist. We want to try and get our shoulder over our wrist as much as possible while still keeping our knee pointing up to the sky. And then I'm leaning towards my hands to make that transition happen. Cool. We can start to take that 180-degree line, or rather this 90-degree section that we've been working on, and we can start to widen that angle, getting it closer and closer to that true 180 with that reach of the leg. This requires a decent amount of mobility, so go slow. We don't want to pull our hammies. Oop, I gotta reset. Boop. So with my hand, I'm gonna try and go past that 90. Boom, whatever angle that happens to be. And I've made it almost to my 180. Cool, and I can switch that back. And as this gets more and more comfortable, I can start to hop a little bit so that my hands are guiding me, my feet are leaving the ground, and I'm able to transition just a bit further. Boop. But we always want to orient our shoulder over that wrist, leaning away from our hips. Hips up and behind. And eventually we can get to that full 180 line.
Joel's saying, how am I so confused for this triangle stuff?
You're the math guy.
Yeah, it's physics. What are you talking about?
Visuals.
Oh, Artem says, as soon as we tuned in, Katie's belly started kicking. Baby likes the instructions.
I love it. Oh, that's adorable. Okay.
Parkour baby.
So here's my visuals so you can see more clearly. This is my 90. This is my hand intersection button.
Your button.
Push the button. My hands and my feet here. And as I reach through, I can land on this theoretical 90 degrees. Charlie, take a turn.
That's the triangle.
The triangle?
Is that the triangle?
Yeah, because it's like a pie slice of 90 degrees. Nom nom. Yeah. If you want to warm up with points of contact, you can, but you feel good about being dynamic, I'm sure.
I've ascended beyond warm-ups.
He's ascended beyond warm-ups. I'm never above warm-ups.
We allowed to go back?
Huh?
Can we go back?
Oh, I've been going back, yes.
Step, switch,
Yep.
step, switch.
And then here's where it gets beyond the 90. I take my angle, my button does not change, but I can increase my angle.
It's a parkour protractor.
Huh?
It's a parkour protractor.
Yes, parkour protractor. So now I'm trying to visualize. Oh my goodness, I'm making up words. I'm trying to visualize my hands orienting around that parkour button and my legs orient around that protractor.
Get more obtuse.
We're getting crazy. And I can switch my direction. Oh, Charlie's gonna go back. Woohoo! You can add hip rolls. I'm gonna move this again. Parkour protractor, go! Okay. I always make noises, don't judge me. Sound effects.
When I can visualize and actually watch that point, as I start for that transition, as I feel those hips go up nice and high, I'm looking for it and I can see it.
Yeah, you know where you're gonna put
foot.
your hand. You wanna confirm where you're putting your foot. Okay, moving that further. Yep.
Joel wants to go even further beyond and go 270 degrees.
Do it. The world is your oyster.
Why not?
Here, we'll give Charlie a challenge. Boop.
How many degrees is this?
Pro tip, these are essentially palm spins on the ground. Oop, I missed. I don't know if I missed. I did miss. That's more correct angle there. Need to give you more room. There you go. There you go.
Whee.
Good job. The farther your angle gets for your challenge level, the more you really need to lean away from it. It's counterintuitive. You feel like you want to drop your hips and stay stable and stay upright. And you have to lift those hips and lean over those shoulders away. Oh, not quite.
All right, we're going for that.
270.
I'll do it this way.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what he's prepping here.
We gotta go 270 degrees
Oh, I see. That way. I see.
so that so then I should be this way. This makes sense.
Yes.
so that I can go.
Good job. I don't think I can go that far.
It's pretty fun, actually.
We'll try.
I dig it.
Oh, wait, this way.
Yeah, right.
Not quite.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, step switches can also possibly, ooh, I just hit my shin, that was silly. Can possibly be done on chairs if we feel comfortable. We do not have to do this.
You want more distance or less distance?
I was thinking we would go with the 90 to be a proper warm up.
I dig it. I like that.
Yeah.
How's our foot gonna go?
Oh,
though?
how's our hands gonna go for 90? This doesn't work.
What if we can do 3 chairs?
Try it.
This worked in our brain.
This works in our brain. There we go. Okay, so this is my parkour button. This is my foot for one part of my step support, and then I'm creating my triangle with my back chair for my 90-degree step switch. Absolutely slow and steady when race. That's
I was thinking that.
absolutely slow and steady points of contact, stepping down. So we can create that orientation with 3 chairs. We can even create the step switch and back. Step, switch, and back. And as we get really comfortable with this location and spotting our foot, we can start to add hops where we're leaving the ground. I suggest matching the hand first before you initiate hops.
Gotta get those jumps like Artem.
Gotta get those jumps. Jump 1, right?
He's got jumps, did you know?
There you go. Whee, lifting those hips up and behind you. And then as that feels more and more comfortable, you can start to play with your ankle. Farther and farther.
Joel says he can only go 270 degrees on one side.
Well, on the chairs?
No, on the floor.
Don't do that on the
This was
chairs.
in the past.
Oh.
He must have like strength coaches that really imbalance him.
Oh yeah, it's like you've trained for this for a really long time. Okay, Charlie, do you want to try beyond beyond 90 degrees before it changes?
Yes. Arthur says the extra 20 pounds are holding me back, so I might have to switch my username. No.
As these start to evolve, it is more and more likely that you're going to be pressing out. The chair for me slipped a little bit.
Ah.
So just be very aware of that.
Is this just going a little bit farther?
A little bit farther.
Cool.
Does that feel like more than 90 for you? Because
It feels a little bit, yeah.
I was orienting like here.
I think it's good.
Okay. No, I think with faces, we won't be able to do full 180
Well, the full 180 is essentially 2 chairs.
like
I think.
that. No, because you'd have to have your hands in the middle.
Oh,
This would be close to a 180.
I was just gonna float.
Oh, that's so far. Try again. There we go.
Step
It's close to anything.
and switch.
Step switches. Oh, this is uneven. It's wiggle woggle. Is it gonna be okay for the chair to be wiggle woggle?
Yeah, you got it.
Let's
you
do
got
that.
it. You're so talented.
I'm so talented. Now we're gonna make it almost. We're not true 90 because our hands are forward.
Sway.
I'm gonna
Like
switch
that
my
reaction
direction.
time.
Work in the direction time. Step switches,
You go in
around
and back.
and out. You want to try full 180? I don't even know how this is going to function.
I don't even know how it would function.
We're going to try it.
Why not?
Here, let's pull. Yeah. You can be the guinea pig.
I don't have enough fur.
I can make the squeak correctly. Ooh,
It is a little
done.
weird having the backrest that close.
Yeah, like
but it
to
does
your
work.
face.
Yeah, it
I feel
does
like I'm
work.
gonna go for a little bit closer there.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Oh, it's very uncomfortable. Teeth smacking orientation there. But step switches on chairs. Woohoo! We did I guess we did side monkeys already. Did we go over everything?
We did?
We did! And in 1 hour, go us. So, nice parkour follow along, simple movements, just drilled over and over again.
It's good to just do little
Fundamentals.
check-in days.
Yeah,
Just do all the basics.
yeah, just move the
Get
body.
through. Yeah.
That's it.
We got fun stuff for Sunday.
Is today Thursday? Yes, Sunday is balance challenges. So find a broom if you don't have our balance trainers. Otherwise, you could order balance trainers. But get your balance trainers ready for all of those of you who've made orders recently. We're gonna do balance challenges and drills. Broom handles, good to go as well, or ledges. Single foot balance, also an option.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thanks for joining us. If you have any other questions, ask us in chat and we'll check real quick before we head out. But otherwise, we will see you on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Hopefully there's not 20 pounds of snow on the ground.
It was good chatting with you, Joel and Artem and
Yeah.
Katie.
Bye, Joel, Artem, and Katie. Thanks for tuning in.